Hello and welcome back for another amazing video. Today we're tackling one of the biggest debates in human history. I'm talking pyramids, I'm talking the moon landing, I'm talking dogs versus cats. Who will reign supreme? Is it the canine companions who greet you at the door with a wagging tail so strong they practically launch into orbit? Or the feline overlords who rule your house with a flick of their tails and a disdainful meow that really means you're lucky I even acknowledge your existence, peasant? We're gonna break it all down, judge it like an Olympic sport, and see who comes out on top. So grab your pet, or your neighbor's pet, I'm not judging, get comfy, and let's get into it. Okay, let's be real, dogs are like the ultimate hype squad. They don't care if you burn dinner, trip up the stairs, or accidentally dye your hair green. They're just stoked you remembered they exist. You come home and it's a party in their pants. Literally, sometimes the excitement is too much and there are accidents. But we don't talk about those. The point is, dogs are down for whatever. Whenever. Need to go for a walk at 3 a.m. because you had a nightmare about a clown riding a unicycle on the moon? Boom! Your dog is already wearing its adventure bandana. They're the Ted Lasso of the pet world, except with less questionable facial hair. Cats, on the other hand, well, they tolerate you. Maybe. If you're lucky, they might grace you with a head boop or a slow blink. But let's be honest, they're probably just plotting your demise while judging your interior design choices. They're like, really, Susan, you thought that throw pillow tied the room together? But hey, that aloofness is part of their charm, right? Right? Look, I'm not saying cats aren't capable of love. I've seen enough viral videos to know they can be cuddly little fluff balls. But dogs? Dogs invented unconditional love. They wrote the book on it and then ate the book because they thought it looked like a chew toy. Let's talk about independence, because ain't nobody got time for a high-maintenance relationship. Except for maybe those people who document every second of their lives on social media. You know the ones. Anyway, cats, they've got independence down to an art form. They're basically the Beyoncé of the pet world. Fierce, fabulous, and perfectly content to be left alone with a litter box and a scratching post. They'll entertain themselves, groom themselves, and even use the bathroom themselves, in a designated area most of the time, hopefully. They're the ultimate roommates for people who value their personal space and hate doing dishes. Dogs, on the other hand, are a bit more needy. They're like that friend who texts you constantly to hang out, even though you just saw them 5 minutes ago. They need walks, they need playtime, they need attention, and don't even get me started on the puppy dog eyes. Those eyes could melt glaciers, I swear. But hey, some people thrive on that level of constant companionship. They want a furry shadow, a partner in crime, a reason to wear sweatpants in public. And to them I say, more power to ya. Just maybe invest in a good lint roller. So who wins the independence round? It really depends on your lifestyle and tolerance for cuddles, or demands for cuddles in the dog's case. But one thing's for sure, whether you choose a cat or a dog, you're gonna be cleaning up hair. Lots and lots of hair. Let's talk training, shall we? Because let's be honest, nobody wants a pet that mistakes their new shoes for a chew toy or their grandmother's antique rug for a scratching post. Dogs, with their eagerness to please and their love of treats, seriously, have you ever met a dog who said no to a treat? Are generally easier to train. They're like the overachievers of the pet world, always striving for that good boy or good girl and a pat on the head. You can teach them basic commands like sit, stay, come. Heck, you can even teach them to fetch the newspaper and bring you slippers. Although they might chew on the slippers a little. It's the thought that counts, right? Cats, on the other hand, well, let's just say they have their own agenda. They're more like, you want me to do what? Oh, you're offering me a tuna treat? That's nice, I guess. I'll think about it. Maybe. Or maybe I'll just push this glass off the counter and watch you clean it up. That's always fun. They're independent thinkers, those cats. They'll learn what they want to learn, when they want to learn it, and good luck trying to convince them otherwise. But hey, that's part of what makes cats so entertaining, right? They keep you on your toes. And sometimes, just sometimes, they surprise you with a random act of obedience that makes you feel like you've won the lottery. But don't get too excited, because the next minute they'll be back to batting at your face while you're trying to sleep. Okay, let's get real for a second. Pets aren't just adorable fluff balls who steal our hearts and our socks. They can actually be good for our health. Who knew, right? Dogs, with their boundless energy and need for walkies, can encourage us to be more active. And trust me, nothing motivates you to get off the couch like a furry friend staring at you with those big, pleading eyes. Plus, studies have shown that owning a dog can lower blood pressure, reduce stress, and even boost your immune system. So basically, dogs are like furry little therapists who don't charge by the hour. But don't count cats out just yet. While they might not be up for a jog around the park, unless it's chasing a laser pointer, they still offer some serious health benefits. The rhythmic purring of a cat has been shown to have a calming effect, lowering heart rate and reducing anxiety. Plus, just petting a cat can release endorphins in your brain, making you feel happier and more relaxed. So, if you're feeling stressed or anxious, snuggling up with a purring kitty cat might be just what the doctor ordered. At the end of the day, both dogs and cats can bring joy, companionship, and even health benefits to our lives. So whether you're a dog person or a cat person, the important thing is to find a furry friend who fits your lifestyle and brings you happiness. Let's talk numbers, people. When it comes to sheer popularity, dogs have historically been top dog. Pun intended. They've been our furry companions for thousands of years, helping us hunt, herd sheep, and look adorable in family photos. And let's be real, dogs have a knack for winning hearts with their wagging tails, infectious grins, and unwavering loyalty. Plus, they're always down for a cuddle, a game of fetch, or a car ride with their head out the window. What's not to love? But hold on a minute, because cats are staging a comeback. Thanks to the internet and its endless supply of cat memes, videos, and viral sensations, cats are quickly gaining ground in the popularity contest. They're the undisputed rulers of the online world, captivating us with their sassy attitudes, hilarious antics, and undeniable cuteness. And let's be honest, who can resist a good catnap video or a compilation of cats freaking out over cucumbers? Seriously, what is it with cats and cucumbers? So who reigns supreme in the popularity contest? It's a tough call, but I think it's safe to say that both dogs and cats have a special place in our hearts and on our social media feeds. Whether you're a dog person or a cat person, there's no denying the joy and companionship that these furry friends bring to our lives. So there you have it, folks. The ultimate pet showdown, dogs versus cats. We've laughed, we've cried, mostly from laughing. We've debated the merits of wagging tails versus sassy meows. But at the end of the day, there's no clear winner. Why? Because both dogs and cats are amazing creatures who bring their own unique brand of love, laughter, and chaos into our lives. Whether you're a die-hard dog person or a crazy cat lady or gentleman, the most important thing is to choose a pet who fits your lifestyle and brings you joy. And remember, adopting a pet is a big responsibility, so make sure you're ready to provide a loving and supportive home for your furry friend. Now I want to hear from you. Are you team dog or team cat? Let me know in the comments below and be sure to share your pet pics too. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Until next time, stay possum.